Okay, Katie Price isn't just a headline. She's a financial warning. If someone with her level of fame and earnings can end up bankrupt, it shows that no one is immune to the dangers of poor financial management. This video is not about gossip. We are not digging Katie Price here out. It's about understanding how financial missteps like overspending, neglecting debt can destroy even the most successful businesses. So stick around, because the lessons from Katie Price's financial collapse could be the key to protecting your own business from a similar fate. It's Chris Worden, Director First, and today I'm diving into a topic that has been making headlines: Katie Price's ongoing bankruptcy issues. Now you might be thinking, what does a celebrity's financial troubles have to do with me? But the truth is, there are some serious lessons here for every UK director and business owner, because Katie Price's financial journey is a cautionary tale of what can happen when debt, poor financial management and lifestyle creep take over. Now in this video I'm going to break down what exactly went wrong for Katie Price, why it happened, most importantly how you can avoid falling into the same trap. This isn't just about her, it's about protecting yourself and your businesses from the same fate. So let me ask you something. How confident are you that your finances are in order, personally and business? Because if someone with the earning capacity of Katie Price can end up bankrupt, it begs the question, what's stopping it happening from you or to me? So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the steps you need to take to protect yourself and your businesses from financial disaster. So let's dive in. Let's understand Katie Price's financial decline. She was once a multi-millionaire, and now she's embroiled in a complex and public financial crisis. Now she's known for her work as a glamour model, a reality TV star, businesswoman, perfume, books. You know, her empire included all of these: fashion, lots of TV appearances. And now at a peak, it was said that she was worth over 40 million quid. I wouldn't mind being a fiver behind that. Now, however, her financial woes have mounted over the years, leading to not just one, but multiple bankruptcy declarations. Now, most recently, she faced a series of court hearings that exposed the depth of her actual troubles. A bankruptcy was initially declared back in 2019, but since then the situation's worsened. Now, there are reports that indicate that her significant debts included a £3.2 million mortgage on the mucky mansion and various unpaid taxes and loans. Now, the courts have repeatedly adjourned her hearings, most recently allowing her to attend a private interview to discuss her finances after fears that a public examination would affect her mental well-being. So, how did she go from rags to riches? Now, the answer lies in a combination of overspending, poor financial management and a reliance on credit to maintain an unsustainable lifestyle. Let's break down the key factors. Let's talk about the dangers of debt and overspending. Now, one of the primary factors in the financial collapse here is her inability to manage debt effectively. Despite earning millions of pounds, it's been reported that she borrowed extensively to fund her extravagant lifestyle. This could include multiple luxury properties, high-end cars, lavish vacations. Now, this level of spending is unsustainable for anyone, even a celebrity, if it's not managed properly. Now, her reliance on loans and credit cards to maintain a lifestyle have eventually caught up with her, and her income from TV has dwindled, modelling's dwindled, but her spending habits haven't changed. Now, this leads to mounting debts, and ultimately, it's ended up in bankruptcy more than once. Now, for a business owner, the lesson's clear. Always live within your means. Debt can be really useful, a really useful tool for growth, but it must be managed carefully. You've got to regularly review your debt levels, understand the terms of your loans, and most importantly, have a plan for repayment. Don't let the debt spiral out of control. Now, I want to move on. Let's talk about poor financial management and lack of professional advice. Because I see a lot of these stories and they all sort of, you dig into them, it's the same story, just a different celebrity. Now, the financial mismanagement here is another critical factor in the downfall. Now, this lady's earned significant money, okay, but she must have failed to keep track of her income and expenses, because there were reports that suggest that she never ever sought professional financial advice and instead relied on her own judgment, which led to, poor financial decisions. I mean, one of the things is a decision to ignore or address tax liabilities. That's just like compounded the financial problems, leading to fines and additional legal costs. I can do my own tax return, okay? But I could also plaster my own wall. But the reason I get a plasterer in is because I am not a very good plasterer. Neither am I a good accountant. So taking advice off these professionals, it really can lead, it can be the difference in these scenarios. I mean, in one of the court hearings, one of the legal team requested that a financial examination be held in private because, bless her, her mental state's in the toilet. And you get it. I mean, I've had it before. I have had a business that's failed and I had to liquidate a company. And at the time, I thought my world was falling in. Thankfully, I'm not a celebrity. I don't have the papers tracking me, me every move. This must be terrible for her. But it shows that financial stress that she's under is immense. And it's likely down to, or a lot of it's down to, this poor financial management when the money was coming in. So as a business owner, it's vital you understand that managing finances on your own can be risky, especially as your business grows. Get a good accountant, get a good financial advisor, because they can help you avoid costly mistakes and ensure that your finances are in order. Don't wait until you're in trouble to seek help. You've heard the saying, haven't you? Fix the roof when it's not raining. Now, I want to move on to insolvency risk and how to sort of try and avoid them. Because insolvency is a situation no one wants to face, but in reality, many are going to, including Casey Fry's. It affects a whole manner of people. Doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like, what you've done in the past. And it occurs when you can't pay your debts as they come due. Now, Kay Price's inability to manage her debts, coupled with a significant decline in her income, led her to declare bankruptcy multiple times. In the most recent court appearance, she's been accused of failing to comply with court orders, leading to further legal complications. If you're going through insolvency, you've got to comply. You've got to comply with the insolvency practitioner. You've got to comply with the insolvency service. You've got to comply with the official receiver. Now, if you want to avoid insolvency, it's crucial to monitor your business's cash flow closely. Because even if you're profitable on paper, if you don't have enough cash to meet the obligations of your business, you're in serious trouble. Now, if you start to see signs of financial strain, and it might be you can't pay creditors on time, debts are rising quickly, it's important that you've got to act on these little red flags. Speak to an insolvency practitioner. Speak to them before things get worse, because they can help you explore options like restructuring your debts or negotiating with creditors without going into liquidation. The key is to act early and not bury your head in the sand, because if you do that, the damage can be irreversible. Now, I said something earlier that many of you may never have heard before, and it's called lifestyle creep. Now, one of the most significant factors, certainly in Katie Price's financial decline, was lifestyle creep. And you see this a lot. And it occurs when your spending increases as your income grows. And you see it with footballers a lot, you see it with a lot of celebrities, and they end up living beyond the means. Now, Katie's lifestyle included owning multiple properties, luxury cars, obviously loved the cosmetic surgery, and all of this requires significant financial resources to maintain. Now, for a business owner, it's easy to fall into the same trap, because when your business starts doing well, it's tempting to upgrade the office. It's tempting to hire more staff. It's tempting to get the nicer car. But if your spending isn't sustainable, you're setting yourself up for trouble. Now, the key takeaway here is to live within your means, both personally and in your business. Before you make any major financial decisions, ask yourself whether the expense is necessary. And will it contribute to the long-term success of your business? And if not, it might be worth reconsidering. I know what I've gone through in my business recently. I did this amazing course and it was called Super Profits. I'm going to start to tell people about it in subsequent videos. But I looked at my personal spending like literally I'm paying 2 Spotifys. It might only be £11.99 a month, but I shouldn't be paying 2. You know, I was still paying utility warehouse, 15 quid a month for God knows how long for a bloody SIM card I've never ever used. You know, my mortgage was out of term. I looked at what I'm spending at the bloody co-op. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I spending on eating out? You know, is that Five Guys a necessity? And honest to God, I've saved thousands in my personal life every year. But looking at my business P&L, looking at that line by line, do I need this? Do I need that? Do I need to keep paying for that? It's been revolutionary in my thinking, because every penny I save, I don't need it goes on my bottom line. So it's dead important. You've got to look where you can cut costs. And I want to go on to something called contingency planning. You know, one of the things with this situation, it highlights the importance of having a contingency plan, because Katie Price's income's dwindled. She must have had no financial safety net to fall back on, which has led to the current predicament. A contingency plan is basically a financial safety net, and it's a plan for how you will keep your business afloat if things go wrong. You know, you can start by identifying potential risks to your business. What would happen if you lost a key client? What happens if you're in the middle of an economic downturn? How would you handle each situation? And it might involve cutting non-essential expenses. It might involve finding alternative revenue streams or setting aside an emergency fund to cover unforeseen costs. You know, when you're getting money in, get a war chest. When you're earning money, put stuff away. You know, having insurance might be helpful, because insurance as part of your contingency plan can help mitigate risks. What happens if you're unable to work due to illness? You know, insurance can provide the financial support that you might need. The key is to be prepared for the unexpected so you're not caught off guard. Now, what can we learn from Katie Price's financial troubles? The biggest takeaway for me is that financial mismanagement isn't just about financial management, it isn't about how much you earn. It's about how well you manage what you have, how much you keep. And by keeping a close eye on your debt, managing your finances properly and planning for the future, you can avoid the pitfalls that have led to bankruptcy. And here's what I want you to do today. Take a long, hard look at your finances, personal and business. Are you living within your means? Are you managing your debt effectively? Do you have a contingency plan in place? And if the answer to any of these is no, now is the time to take action. If you found the video helpful, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your time. Chris Word, and Director First.